It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent would tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And off we go in Madden Ultimate. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Putting the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Get the fullback involved here. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down throw, Mahomes. Got a man, it's Flanoy. And they bring him down around the 34. 2nd and 3 now. They bring the tight end in motion. 2nd and 3. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Mahomes on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Throwing now on 1st down. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's trying another one deep. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. That's Flanoy. He's got it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Sending the tight end in motion left. Another throw for Mahomes. This complete to Colt. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. That one gains 7. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. To the air, Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Shudak is good. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
So that one on the defense and declined, and that brings us to halftime. Let's head to Orlando for our halftime reports and Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much.
Understood. Some people would rather get right back to the field to play. And so we will as we advance to the start of the second half. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This taken from the 12. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Finds him on the crossing route. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys take the lead right away in half number 2. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. They aren't taking the offense off. All right, leaving him out, trying for 2.
Here we go. Go.
He's throwing for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one's caught along the left sideline. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Play action, Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And he's got it, so they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. They motion the tight end over. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. Brought in by Vele. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Mahomes. That's complete to Vele. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That finds Vele complete. And that will not be enough for a first down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Mahomes throwing for 2. This is caught. And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the 2-point conversion. All right, partner, let's be clear. No one sends their offense down for 2 saying, hey, I want you to throw a check down to the back.
Never seen it in any playbook, Kate.
But sometimes you're left with no choice once the play begins, right?
That's right. When your top options disappear, just get in somebody's hand. Keep the play alive. But the defense, well, they did their part.
The home teams and DeAndre Hopkins getting set for this next offensive possession. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. They go play action on first. He's going to push one deep down the right. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to try for 2. They're throwing it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. That's the 3rd time they've gone for 2, and now their 2nd conversion. So you've done pretty well in that spot today, partner.
Oh, come on, Kate. You know better than that. Even though they're 2 for 3, you know what every old salty coach is going to say.
You should have gotten all 3 of them.
Bingo! Any team that's willing to go for it expects to find success every single time.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Motioning one of the tight ends. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Into the hands of Cope. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We'll see what they... Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The home team's ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. DeAndre Hopkins the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Chased out to his right. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. 3rd conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense, that feels like you can't be stopped. You can't wait to say, ready, break. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, in 3 conversions, that's job well done.
Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Hauled in left side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They've got to keep moving quick here. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. This complete to Colt. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Attack!
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Another throw for Mahomes. Got a man. It's Flanoy. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Got to hurry this to the line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And our Kansas City Chiefs.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Oh no, they get him yet again. There he goes on the right side. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick six, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another two added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline and get out there to defend the two-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow. Right side.
Back to the air following the pick six. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the...
first and 10. Throwing to begin, it's Wilson. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. They'll try again. It's second and 10. On second down, Russ. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Carrying that ball loose. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. Open man, and that's Tillman. And they're going to move this ball inside.
Ready?
Here's first and 10.
Go.
Jones motioning here.
Hut.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Thrown right away, Tagovailoa. That's into the hands of Mostert. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
It's Mostert on second down. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with third down and 3. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early...
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
For him to spend. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Going right back to Mostert. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Right here.
First down, here's Tua. Big
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Throwing to start the drive. Henry. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. On Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. There's a short one caught by Uzama. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Come on, come on.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 22. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And just shedding him off there. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Eckler is in for a touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They'll be searching to dent the scoreboard for the first time, now down 8-0 as they begin with a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete. It's Devon Vele. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Here's Mahomes to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. Open man downfield. It's Vele. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. In motion, the tight end. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room. Yeah, and trailing into break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Austin Eckler who was the star of that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On the return, Jackson. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Back to throw. Henry. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Let's go now.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Now 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. We're back now in KC. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th.
Come on, come on.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 3 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Here's 1st and 10. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Let's go. Ready?
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Operating from the gun, Henry. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes. Oh, wide open, complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point attempt to follow here.
Opposite, green, switch, yellow.
And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1970.
Mm-hmm.